there are a lot of aspiring artists nowadays, no? And if you were going to share a nugget of wisdom or an advice to an
Mm.
aspiring artist who wants to follow your footstep, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to dream. You never know, it might just happen. Uh, there's a lot of things that's happened to me throughout this journey that I never thought would be possible. And I mean, Staples Center pa lang, yun pa lang. I mean, I still get blown away that that actually happened because I used to just say that as a kid. Also, write down your goals, write down your dreams, and pray about them. Always have trust. And huwag kang matakot na mag-explore. Huwag kang matakot na mahalin din sarili mo at yung ginagawa mo, yung craft mo, yung appreciation mo sa work mo.
Inigo, sa dami ng mga performances ng other artists na napapanood mo or nakakolaborate mo, was there a particular song or performance na that made you say, wow, I want to do that? May ganun ba?
From another artist, a song from another
Yep.
artist po ba?
Yes. Na
Yes.
gusto mo siyang gawin?
Hindi ako rapper pero sana si Easy Mill when he came out with Panalo, sobrang akong na-amaze talaga sa ginawa niyang kanta. And also hearing stories from the people that have worked with him, I found out that he's very passionate with his craft. He would spend days in front of the mirror just practicing how he would perform and how he would sound. So I feel like if I were to choose a song, it would be Panalo. Also, as a kid, I always mention this. Sam Concepcion talaga yung isang iniidolo ko na artist as a kid. And every time I would get to see Sam perform, I still get amazed. He's so talented and he's so generous and so genuine. It's crazy that I'm actually able to work with him and call him, Kuya, and one of my friends from Tarshir. Actually, one of my friends in my life. So, yeah.
That was a dream of mine from day one, is to put them together in a song, and it finally happened last year.
Hopefully, it will happen soon. Any plans of having a digital concert soon?
We will be we will be announcing a lot of things very soon. So abangan po natin yan. It's not impossible. Nothing's impossible now. I mean, especially now, everyone, please get vaccinated so we can finally do live shows.
True that.
Thank you, Inigo, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Chad.
Thank you, Chad. There you go, the Manila feed. Here's another question from Rated J, coming from Singapore. June Rigonan. Hi, June.
Hi, good. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, watching here in Singapore. All right, my first question sa iyo, Inigo. By the way, congratulations muna sa bagong album.
Thank you so much.
All right, okay. Okay, dahil na rin sa, or can you just tell me, like, nawala na yung questions ko dito. Okay, in doing this album, what are your discoveries about like your musicality and your craft? Meron ka bang mga na-discover na bago with regards to your musicality and craft?
Madami. I mean, like what I said, I found my sound through this album. Doon ko na-realize na island boy talaga ako, and I wanted to really not own that. I wanted to really dive into that sound even more. And me coming from, I lived in the States, and Philippines being a country full of islands, and I love island music as well. I mean, para sa akin, I wanted to mix the two together. My appreciation for pop music from the States. I have a big appreciation also for K-pop and reggaeton. Those type of music. I kind of wanted to do something in between all of those. Something that I would listen to as a kid and kind of put it together, but also still keeping that OPM sound and sticking to my roots. And I'm glad that I'm able to do that with this album. So madami ako natutunan sa sarili ko. And gaya nga nasabi ko kanina, I mean, there's this weird sounds that I would just create and I would just put on the song.
Right.
I can't believe I did that.
Right. So this is really you. This album is really you.
Yeah.
Right. Well, speaking of appreciation, medyo babagong ko lang yung tanong ko na nasabi na your dad is actually a singer and so are you. Obviously, there's a little bit of a gap in terms of your generation, and I assume that the songs that he probably listens is different from what you listen. Can you tell us how is like your dynamics as a father and son when it comes to music? Kasi medyo hindi pa namin
Mas-
naririnig yung idol.
Mas
yung era na
updated
yun.
pa siya kaysa sa akin sa music.
Right. Does he listen to your songs as well? Or has he even listened to
does.
the track?
Yeah, no. My dad always honestly listens to my songs even before I get to share it with him. He's able to listen to it and he gives me advice on what I should be doing next, and he tells me stick to that. Actually, he's one of those people that actually also told me stick to that island pop sound because it makes you different. It makes you you. It makes you Inigo, and I've always been so experimental, even with my looks. My dad always sees me as this kid that just wants to try out different things. And I mean, nagpakulot ako ng buhok dati. I colored my hair. So
A new haircut
my
for every
dad's
release.
exactly. Actually, that's so true.
Literally.
My dad's very supportive of the songs that I put out. And yung mga pinapakinggan ni Papa, nagugulat ako kasi mas updated pa siya sa akin. There was a time before he bought tickets to see Post Malone and I was like, you listen to Post Malone? I was like, what? Nagugulat talaga ako sa kanya.
It's like you only know, man.
Mas updated pa siya talaga kaysa sa akin.
Stays young.
That's a surprising for us, especially na nakikita lang namin siya sa ASAP na or sa mga shows niya dati na yung mga iba yung pop songs talaga yung kinakanta niya. But anyways, congratulations and
thank you so much, Sir Jim.
we're so excited to listen to your new music. All right,
Thank you,
thank you
I
very much.
appreciate it.
Thanks, Rico.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
There you go, all the way from Singapore, joining us, June. Here's another one. A throwing question from Eugene Asis of People's Journal. Also, Jen E and News PH. The question is, to you, Inigo, I could hear some Bruno Mars in your songs. We all know that Mars is half Filipino. Do you get any inspiration from him or other Filipino artists into international scene?
Definitely. I mean, Bruno Mars he's a hero for me. Like he's one of those artists that kind of pushed me to want to keep going with this crossover that we're doing. And for a lot of Asian artists as well, I feel like he kind of bridged that gap and made it possible for us Filipinos also to not be scared to dream of making it in the US or globally. And there's a lot of artists, as a kid, like what I mentioned earlier, Sam Concepcion, Tito Gary. Tito Gary's one of those artists na kahit ang dami niya nang na-achieve or nagawa, he's never selfish of the knowledge that he knows. He's very generous and very helpful. Mr. Jean, honestly, there was a time Miss Reg she wanted to bring me to the voice doctor because I couldn't sing properly, and she was like, "I'll personally bring you there if you don't go." Like she wanted me to take care of my vocal cords, and nakakatuwa kasi doon mo makikita na you could be successful, but you could also be super generous to the younger generation. And that's what I want to be. I want to be that person that is also able to do that to the younger generation. Yeah.
And that's something that we're going to look forward to 2021. But this moment, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are watching us, this is that time where everybody from the press will get a chance to take a photo with everybody as we take that pose right now. Let's take that group photo for everyone. I'd like to thank, of course, Moves and Inigo once again. Invite them for the album, the drop. Go ahead. Let's go first with you, Inigo.
All right. I want to thank everyone, of course, for being here with us today. Thank you so much for all the support and for taking the time to be with us. And I hope that you guys could support my sophomore album, my second album called Options. We've been working on this for 2 years. So sana po magustuhan nyo ang bawat track at makahanap kayo ng kanta na magpapasaya sa inyo. And I also hope that you guys also support the Carrier single, Neverland, comes out with the album. The music video also comes out that same day. And thank you so much for supporting my music from my first album to now my second album. And I hope that you guys continue to support my music, and I will never stop creating music for you guys. Thank you so much. And June 25 is the date.
All right, Chris.
Sir. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Inigo, for the trust. I remember meeting you like 2 years ago because I've been wanting to work with you. And if I could have told myself then everything that would happen, I don't think I would believe it. But it's been a crazy ride, and I'm excited to continue working with you. Thank you, Rico, again, for always being the best host, for taking us through these things. Thank you to all the press for being here. Big thank you to ABS-CBN, of course, to ABS-CBN Music, Sir Roxy Lakiga and Jonathan Donalo. Thank you to the Orchard, our distributor, for supporting us so well with the DSPs. Thank you to ABS-CBN Global for the support. Thank you, of course, to Rosalind Covarrubias for all the support in the U.S.
Yes.
Thank you as well to
Thank you,
Cornerstone for always having our backs. And thank you to my team as well, to Tarshir team. You guys are the best. Love you. And thank you all for being here.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah. I also just want to say thank you, of course, to you for making this happen. Of course, the whole Tarshir team. You guys never gave up on me. And I just want to thank you guys for always pushing me, even if I can be really hard-headed sometimes. And of course, to Star Magic,
Yes,
ABS-CBN,
Star Magic.
Cornerstone. Thank you guys, Rosalind. Thank you to everyone who's helped us, create this album. Thank you guys. And June 25, let's go.
Yeah, it drops Friday.
Mr. Rico,
Thursday
thank you
night
so
at
much.
midnight.
Hey, no problem, man.
Thursday night at midnight, the album drops, and then stay tuned next month. There's a bunch of other stuff coming out, July and August, actually, for the album still. So.